Alright, what are we having a conversation about?
You're looking nice. Look at us.
We are popping.
We're in college.
Friends.
Hi.
Hello.
We're coming from you from University of Texas.
I don't know. Okay, we don't even know why Texas, but hello and welcome back. If you've been here before, if it's your first time, we're happy to have you. If you've been here before, then you definitely know Mikhala and you know Kay. I'll let you introduce the winos, my favorite winos. Like you guys, whenever they come over, they're like empty bottles. I was going to show you, but you judge us. But they're always empty bottles.
We're into fitness also.
Follow us on Instagram if you want to know more. But literally for this conversation, they've actually worn sleeves to spare you. Yeah, but I'll insert their pictures here, just so if you're not feeling intimidated yet,
you can't be intimidated.
Now, introduce yourselves. Like, how long have you been in fitness for?
Okay, let's start with this one.
Yeah, let's go.
This one is a champ.
So she's
Hello.
like a bodybuilding athlete, proper athlete.
Yes.
She wins things. She comes back with trophies. I wish.
She has sponsors.
Hey guys,
I wish.
continue.
Hello guys, my name is Mikhala Barasa. They like to call me Mikhala. She says Mikhala. I have been in fitness for, I believe, 6 years in April.
Oh,
6 years in
it's
April.
not that long.
And I've
It's
been
a long time, but it's not
Okay,
long for
yeah.
what you've achieved.
And then I've been a bodybuilder for 5 years in September.
We'll come back to that story.
So I'm K Black on Instagram. People say their full names.
No,
Oh,
it's not necessary.
that's fine. Okay.
You know.
So
Miss K.
I've been in fitness for consistently 3 years. 3 years in August. Consistently, but doing my own things for like
Here and there.
5 years. We actually need to talk about my 2 years wasted.
So
We need to talk about that.
we will go into it right now because my first question was going to be how you got started, why and how.
Okay. So people have different goals when it comes to fitness. That is something I don't think everyone knows, because everyone thinks that people who are in fitness are there to lose weight. That's the one
Misconception.
that people have.
Yeah.
So after I gave birth to my son, who is 9, turning 10 this year, I was tiny. I think nile depression ya
Postpartum depression. There are
ile
people.
Hallelujah, not depression hiyo ya iko na jina fancy. It was just this one is lost.
No, I understand.
I don't know what postpartum is. I know it's something that comes after birth, but I don't know what it actually entails. But this was just, I was not taking care of myself, so I lost so much weight. Like I couldn't even breastfeed my son for like after month 2. So my son stopped breastfeeding like after the second month. So
Have you been taking care of yourself before?
I think I was. Maybe I was just taking care of the pregnancy.
Like before you got pregnant.
Yes, I was. Because during
So then,
pregnancy.
yeah.
Hence the pregnancy. What do you mean? Because during pregnancy,
them.
every god on this earth will be like, you need to take care of yourself.
Yes,
Everything
yes.
will be like in that direction. Like they take care of you. So
Yes,
you definitely
yes.
just need to take care of yourself. But after giving birth, I think that's where the problem comes in. Because now you're on your own.
You're alone. Yeah.
With a kid.
Yeah.
Without a manual.
Yeah.
Without a manual. Yes. I wanted to say you're winging it. You remember that word I was looking for the other time?
That's the word.
You're winging it.
Okay.
So I was just winging it, So I actually didn't take care of myself. So I lost so much weight. Like I can imagine I had like initially I was like 55, 58 kgs. And then I gave birth. When my son was like 4-5 months, I was 48 kgs.
That's a lot of kilos.
So I was tiny. I was tiny. And I was like, okay, we need to just start eating. That was like 9 years ago. So I just started eating. And apparently again, fitness comes with genes. It's also kind of related to your
genetics.
Yes, to your genetics. So I'd gain weight, but I'd be like this small, tiny girl, but with a pot belly.
There.
So
The
actually,
story
my
of
stomach
my
would be the size
life.
of my ass. like you can imagine, and I'm small, like
the worst
that.
look.
Yes. So I was like that for like the longest time. This
one.
can't relate.
We'll come back to her.
This one can't relate. So I was like that for like 4 or 5 years. Yes, and then now I decided to just do it.
Okay.
Like now that 5 years ago, I just decided. I actually walked into Waka Gym. Yeah, please tag Waka
Physique
Gym.
and Tone?
Yeah, now
Waka
it's
Gym.
Physique and Tone, yeah.
That gym changed my life. Yes.
Okay.
So I walked into that gym and I was like, I want to start working out. And I didn't know anyone in fitness. I was just like doing all these YouTube videos, and, you know. And then again, this assumption of fitness is expensive. So I'd pay for the gym, and that's all I could afford. Like I could not eat healthy. I'd not do anything. I just go into the gym and doing boga squats. I just
Like
squat.
quarter squats. Like
I
up
just
here.
squat the
Those
Monday
ones.
to
Good
Monday.
morning.
Once we judge.
Good morning.
Okay, we're kidding. We all
Like,
started
honestly.
from there. Oh, by the way, that's an important point. We all started from there. So
Yes.
even when us phone police on Instagram or Facebook come for you, trust us, we all started from there.
So that's
Just
how I
work on
started.
improving.
So I actually got into fitness to actually take care of myself, take good care of myself. Like not
That's a
to
good motivation.
Yeah, just to take good care of myself, because I think after all these years now I've been doing it, it's a place where I find peace.
Yeah.
It's a place I can walk in booty shorts and like, yeah.
Hey, by the way, she wears shorts like this.
Like they're this much. I'm one to judge, but they're this
She wears shorts, but they're like this. So here's how it is. Like
Hers are
she
like
wears shorts. No, hers are like this. Hers are. You have to check if they're black or brown. You actually have to do a magnifying glass. Are they there? Kidding.
Yes.
And how did you get into it?
So I'm a lawyer. So there's this tournament called the Law Society of Kenya Football Cup or something. People prepare for it, then they go with law firms play against each other. So we were preparing for that tournament, and then my mom had one of her clients go to her office and tell her, you know, like I think he was doing the bulk, and in the conversation was like, oh yeah, if you want to
So
gain
a
weight,
bulk is when somebody's gaining
Adding
weight,
mass.
they're eating extra to add mass. Okay, to continue.
So as we were preparing for it, that client told my mom, you know, if you go to the gym, you will like add kilos. And, like my daughter has been struggling with weight gain. I think I was like 47 kilos at the time. I was so tiny. And the other misconception that I'd like to break is if you're not where you are fitness wise, you're miserable. I have always been a ball of energy. For any size I have been, I've always been like happy and just a ball of energy. Everyone else was seeing the problem. I wasn't.
You represent.
Yeah, so my mom was like, oh, you're preparing for the cup. Okay, it's called the Justice Cup. Okay, so I was told by a friend of mine that if you go to the gym, you will add weight. So I feel like this is something you might want to try. And she mentioned it in passing. Then now I went to the internet and like looked for gyms, and then I found Colosseum Fitness Center, and then I joined Colosseum.
We'll plug Colosseum as well. That was my first gym when I moved to Nairobi. But I went for pole dancing classes, guys. I will not tell you why.
Actually,
you can guess.
I think I'm the only one who can do a poll right now.
You should go.
Hey,
You should go.
we've
We
done
should
pole.
take you.
We will take her. I think it would be so much fun. I can even imagine. Okay, we digress. Can I ask another? Finish, and then I want to move on to one question that really upsets me every time I get it. So I'm hoping you can give the answer because I get it quite a lot. So I'm hoping that you two can answer it, because if I'm always asked that, then it's an important question, whether I find it irritating or not. But go on.
So I joined Colosseum Fitness Center, and for the first, I remember it was either on the 26th, 27th, or 28th of April. It was towards the end of the month. And I went for the Thursday, the Friday, and then I think the Thursday and the Friday. Then I was so sore, like I was sore.
You couldn't sit on the toilet.
I couldn't sit on the toilet. I didn't go.
Oh, the toilet. Let's just tell you, if you're starting out.
You will not sit on the toilet.
Let me show you. This will be you. You'll get to the toilet, then you'll be like, do I really need to pee right now?
Then you'll
Then
postpone
you'll be like,
that.
it's okay. Then you'll be like, it's okay. Yes, you actually start supporting
Exactly.
yourself.
That is how I
She's
should go to the toilet.
experienced.
I think we all go through that. It never goes away. You just get used to it.
Yeah. No, and then if you take a break, hey,
You
next
back
one.
to the road, like,
Your
that's
body-
where I'm going.
Your body is not loyal.
Yes. So I did 2 days.
And most people quit then.
Which is wrong.
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did quit. I'm not even kidding. Like I was supposed to go on Saturday, I didn't go. And Colosseum opens on Sunday, I didn't go on Sunday. I didn't go on Monday, I didn't go on Tuesday.
If
You
you
were
if
healing.
you're in
I was
that
healing.
stage.
And then you go on Wednesday and start all over again.
I was healing. On Wednesday, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday.
We've all
The
done
gym
it.
owner calls me and he's like, okay, so you paid and you came for 2 days and you haven't come. What's happening? I was like, I'm really, really sore.
You actually you almost feel like you've got malaria at some point.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you physically feel sick.
You actually
So like
think
if
that
before
talking to you.
before the pain kicks in, you start feeling certain aches, and the first time you'll be like, is it malaria? Do I have
Is
like
it typhoid? Now you'd be like, is it
and then the
coronavirus?
aches kick, and then the proper DOMS kicks in, then you're like, oh, I'm fine. It's just pain. So you went back.
So he called and he was like, okay, so you paid and you came for 2 days and 2 or 3 days and you didn't come back again. What's the problem? I was like, okay, I'm really sore. I'm in pain. I feel like I'm unwell. He said, just come.
Mm-hmm.
And when Andre called, I kid you not, that was like my turning point.
Nice.
I went and Andre gave me my first personal trainer. I was like, okay, so come. This guy is going to guide you when you're in pain. Talk to John. Don't quit.
You even get an accountability, a support system for your pain.
So that's how like I got into it, and the longest I have taken off fitness from then, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, nice, nice.
Wow.
So
Now,
that leads me to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
The one I was saying, I could answer it before, but now I just don't know the answer, guys. And the question I get asked the most, I think, is how do you motivate yourself to go to the gym when you don't feel like? How do you go running when you don't feel like?
Can I start?
Yes.
So the thing is, as at now, for me, it's more habitual.
That's why I can't answer it. I struggle because I'm like, it
It's
doesn't
habitual.
matter. Like, I don't like running anymore. I used to like running until like 2 years ago when I got injured, but I need to run.
I learned
So-
running from you.
I know, because I run. Like, I literally just get up, put on my shoes,
And go.
I
It's
don't.
habitual.
So it's not how do I motivate myself? Like
I think I
way
do
past.
motivate myself.
So I'd really like to hear from you because I'm way
How
past
I do
motivation.
motivate myself. You see those little things that you expect from people to do for you.
Yes,
When someone tells you, I will send you a Pesa 1,000 today at 2.
you are waiting.
At 2:30, they do not send you, get pissed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I take with
And then
myself.
you allow yourself to break
to
your
break your own commitment
Cycle.
to yourself.
Plug.
For me, that is how
shameless
that is
plug
how
here.
I do it.
I did a podcast. I have a podcast. I will put it here. And that was something I talked about in episode 2 of having grown up being told by my dad that the greatest in discipline is failing to stick to a commitment you made to
You
yourself.
make to yourself.
Yes, because then how can other
Because for
people
me,
rely on you
exactly.
if you can't
We
rely on
always
yourself?
attract what we
what we do or
What we put out.
what we put out. So you are putting out things
Inconsistency.
that, inconsistency.
Yeah.
It's as
Everybody
little as taking care of yourself. If you as a person cannot commit, you say, I will do this tomorrow at 7 a.m.
And you sleep in.
slag on yourself. This person you're expecting to do the most for you, and
Why?
you're not doing the same
How?
for yourself. How is that going to work?
Yes. So we
I
have
think for
found
me-
the motivation.
For me, that's how I motivate
The
myself.
greatest in discipline is failing to stick to a commitment you made to yourself.
Yes.
That's how you motivate. That we have answered the age.
Actually, that's it. Because for me, I'd say
Yeah.
for me, it's become habitual.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I was telling you guys, my coach gave me a pass. Like, come, do not come.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. We start again in March. But in my head,
Like it's clockwork.
when I wake up, it's 10 a.m. I'm not going to the office. But I will find an hour in my day that I have to go to the gym. Even on my birthday, I was at the gym, and I've been given a pass. So for me, it's become something that has become like it's showering. It's like showering.
Okay,
It's
got
part
it.
of my
That
day.
makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so we've figured that out. Just look, like, understand why you're doing it.
Yes.
Commit to
And if you
yourself,
have a
and then
goal,
keep your own. That way,
if
you're
it's
waiting
big
for that
enough-
mobile money to come through.
Yes.
It's the same way.
Yeah.
That run is waiting for you.
Because if we say the results will keep you going,
Yeah.
that means
they
your
might
first
not.
year,
Yeah.
your first year,
Yeah,
you will
they
not
might
go.
not.
Because
It
they
takes a
will not
while.
see results in the first
Mm,
year.
they
They
might
will
not,
not. You will actually feel energetic, but you will not see results like physical results.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the results you will see the first time.
Uh-huh. This is what I'm
Is
here
someone
for.
telling you, hey, I like your legs.
Hey, me
what
with
about
shoulders
that
like
day?
you guys.
I use your upper body
Let me
responded
tell
very
you.
fast. I think that's how I even
And
discovered.
here's the thing.
You will not see results as an individual,
you can't.
but someone
Other
around
people
you will
start
say
telling
it.
you.
For me, it was the booty because I was like 47 kilos
yes,
and I was
and then
this
suddenly
small.
it was like,
And then I was just like,
boom, boom,
I was
boom.
like, but I was like straight in the front and straight in the
Yeah,
back.
the back.
So you guys, let me tell you a story about what stupid people used to do in my class. If you're my classmate and you're a guy, you know you did this. Prep. So you'd walk in one by one. So they'll look at the girls as they walk in and write numbers on the board.
Oh God.
So like if you walked in and they wrote an S, means you had a big bust and a big bum. If they wrote a 9, you had a bust and a bust. Now if they wrote a 1, when you entered, my friend, you were like me.
I was a 1. I was totally
But
a
they
one.
never wrote about me because I was friends with all the guys, so at least,
I
well,
was
most,
totally
the crazy ones. So they'd never write about me, but I knew what number they would write.
Exactly. Because if
So
it
you
was
were the
flattering,
one.
I was like a 1, and then like I was a 1, and I was so loud and all over the place because some trainers used to look at me like.
And you want.
So if you're expecting to see results to keep motivated, because everyone will tell you the results
Yeah.
will keep you calm.
Yeah.
That means
But
your
they
first
take
year
long.
will be crappy.
Yeah.
But anyway, my first and second year were crappy, but that's for
Yeah.
like, another reason.
Yes.
So first you have to be motivated. 2, have a goal big enough
Yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
wanting to achieve it.
Yeah.
If you have a goal small enough, that means
You
you're
achieve it
motivated.
and then you're done.
Yeah, like you will not even be interested
Yeah.
to waking up in
To
the
get
morning.
better,
Yeah.
like
Going
don't try to
through
work out
that
at it.
dorm
I want to
experience.
fit in this dress or I want to go to whatever. Because I feel like for me,
Those are
fitness is a
very-
moving target.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when I get the legs I want, now I'm chasing an upper body. I'm like,
Yes.
there's a certain upper
So
body I
like
want.
me, I'm like my shoulders are present, the quads are not. Like, can we now organize? And by the way, it becomes problematic because you never really be happy. So let me just warn you in advance that you always
You
see
will
that
always
thing
set something
that
bigger.
you want to achieve.
Yes.
I think another thing I do, especially with running, if I don't want to go running, I'm just like, I'll do 3 kilometers. And
But
then
at least
if I don't
you
like
do
3
something.
kilometers, I'll come back home. Like I literally usually have a route wherever I'm living, that's 3Ks, and then I take it. By 3Ks, the endorphins have kicked in
You
and
want
you're
to do
moving.
more.
Same thing with the gym. I'm like, I'll just go and do 20 minutes of what I call a better than nothing workout. But 20 minutes in, I've seen the
Like,
squat rack, I've seen this, so I'm
you're
already there.
everywhere.
And I'm like, I'm already here. So just start. Like, give yourself smaller targets if you feel overwhelmed by, oh my God, I can't run 20Ks. You don't have to run 20Ks. Go out and do 3, and then your body will tell you.
Will respond. Like
And
we'll do
I've
5
never
now.
come back after 3K. 3Ks in, I'm like, okay, let me just do 2 more. And then I've done 5Ks,
You've
which is
done
what I'd
5Ks.
already intentioned when I
Intended
left.
to do.
Yes.
And you get happy.
For me, it's skipping. Like first of all, I do not know
Right,
how
and
to
skip.
skip
I
properly.
still can't do it.
Then I learned.
I saw another video the other day, I was laughing. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, there are people who can skip.
Yeah, I used to be those ones. Like
I couldn't
real.
do that.
I couldn't.
I
skip.
see that with my son. I feel like I think it's because he's young. But I actually saw that in a gym. Like, someone could not skip. Like,
Yes, stop
It's
judging
hard.
us.
No, I was like, hiya. It's a thing.
You stop talking to your son about
Yes,
your
I was
skipping.
like, eh?
You're good. You're young.
So you're telling about your skipping.
So I decided, like nowadays, when I go to the gym and I don't feel like doing anything, always I do 10 minutes of skipping. And people underestimate how much 10 minutes of skipping is.
It is
10 minutes of consistent skipping without stopping.
like 2,000.
It's more. If you're like where I am at now, I can consistently skip for 10 minutes without stopping, and you're sweating. You feel like you need to remove even your underwear. Like
So bottom
your
line, do 10 minutes, do
shoulders.
15 minutes, do 20 minutes. Just get moving. We'll take a break here. We need to refill our wine glasses. We'll be right back. Now, starting can be intimidating, especially actually both men and women. Because if you're a man and you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, all your friends have already been in the gym, you don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. For women, it's even worse because we have so many misconceptions, the things we've been fed. How do you start? Because for me, a lot of people think gym is for
bulking and bodybuilding,
muscle builders and that sort of thing. So how do you start? How did you start?
For me,
What are the things you should keep in mind as a beginner?
I think you should address.
Number 1 is that everybody was a beginner once. That's
Yes.
important.
and then also
every goal is different. Everyone's goal
Okay.
is different.
Number 2, goals are different.
Yeah.
I take it like fitness is like salvation or like religion. You pick what you believe in and
Run with it.
what works for you and you run with it. So for me, if I was advising a beginner, I'd be like, what are your fundamentals?
Yeah.
what do you feel is the biggest goal that you want to achieve? If you were to try to achieve that goal within the next 12 months, what is your 1 month plan? What is your 30-day fitness
We're back
plan?
to break it down.
What is your 30-day fitness plan? And how does you going to the gym fit into that plan? So think about it from the perspective that, okay, so I like running, or I like yoga, or I like bodybuilding. In the next 6 months or 1 year, I want to be able to run a 5 kilometer in 25 minutes. What is it that I can do today or this month that will get me closer to running a 5K in 25 minutes by December or by June or by whatever 6 months is? And that's how I have always taken fitness to be. So when you're starting, don't think about it as I want to fit in my wedding dress. Think about, after I fit in my wedding dress, then what? Then what after I fit in my wedding dress? Yes, there's this goal. If I get to achieve it, what next? And what am I doing now
That makes sense.
to help me fit in the wedding dress and then continue with the fitness journey? Yeah.
And on that same track, find people to help you along the journey.
That's exactly what I wanted to come in with.
Go on.
I think what Mikhala is saying, I learned that on my second year. So basically, my 1.5 year into fitness were a waste of my time, because nobody actually ever spoke to me about this. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? You might have, again, from the beginning, I just wanted to, like, take care of myself. I wanted to look this certain way. I wanted to be able to, post photos on Instagram.
Let me tell you, there's nobody who goes to the gym that doesn't have a bit of that in them. They all have a bit of vanity.
vanity.
So
It all
good
narrows
for
down
you.
to people holding
You
your hand.
accountable.
Yeah.
Yes, people holding your hand,
Yeah.
showing you the right ways
Yes.
to do it, showing you
It
the
saves
right
you so much
things
time.
to do. Yes, there's this. I was one of those believers that fitness trainers are expensive. They're a waste of time, because they'll basically tell you what you have seen
You can see on YouTube.
But what YouTube doesn't tell you is how to place your leg. You see someone squat with a 10 kg weight.
Yeah.
How are you placing your leg? How are your knees moving? How is your back or your chest or your head or your neck? You're doing all these workouts without guidance. So you basically will definitely do them, but they are not adding any value. Well, how are you eating? What are you eating?
That's
those
important.
are very
Basic
those are
things.
things that actually my entire year just went through that.
You just did
I
what
used
you
to
did.
go to the gym and lift
And lift.
and take videos
And lift.
and that's it.
So I think if you really feel you can't afford a personal trainer, I would recommend that you just, even if it's just for a month or 2 months, get somebody so that you learn.
Yes.
And make sure you are learning. That's the
Yeah.
other thing I do with people that I train. I don't do the permanent forever and ever and ever, amen.
You learn.
Like, we will be learning together. Like, just last week, somebody I used to train sent me a message saying they go to another gym and the trainer there is like, we
And
need
befriend
to beast.
people.
And she was like, no,
This is
quality.
what I know.
She's
Yeah.
like, I want quality. I'm not compromising on forms.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, we
And you
learned
need to befriend
something.
people. Like, how
Yes.
did me and Mikhala
Yes.
meet? Through a fitness group.
Oh, by the way, I didn't
Yeah.
introduce her
Yeah.
properly. She's a Spartan athlete. I think
International.
She is one of 2 Spartan athletes in all of Kenya and Zambia. Friends. One of 2.
The
Other one.
is here.
At least as of 2021. We don't know about 2022. We're trying to enlist more
I
people.
feel like I should
You
get my money right, and I feel like I feel like I'd kill it.
We want to do the Spartan World Championships in Abu Dhabi in
You
December.
sure? We'll just do the 5K. He will
Yes,
do
that's what we
the
did. Yeah.
And then we
Yeah,
go into a
Spartan sprint. We're
He
on.
will anafanyanga
Like you
ile-
guys, this one at
Is
Spartan.
there swimming?
Hey! First of all,
No,
let's
there's no
pause.
swimming.
Okay.
Because you're swimming in mud.
Now I can do
Pause. Pause.
Swimming in mud.
I need to insert a picture of
Me and her in South Africa, Spartan.
Killing it.
Hey, we jumped through things.
I remember the first obstacle was so funny. This one. It's like a
I actually got stuck.
She was trying to jump over a wall. Was it a wall or what? She was trying to jump over something.
So as
Yeah,
I was
go.
saying, if you cannot, as she said, if you cannot afford a personal trainer, apparently this information is, people are posting this information
Yes.
for free.
For free
Follow the
on-
right
There is
online.
what
people.
university. there is
Yes.
actually fitness.
Stop
By the
following
way,
those people who are born with a
Shameless
big
plug.
bum.
Shameless plug. if you're in Zambia or in Kenya, follow this fitness coach called Aesthetics.
Yes, I'll put that.
Aesthetics,
Those
Clear
people
Ancho,
actually, they
the
tell you
podcast,
stuff
and
for
Live and
free.
Guys,
They
everything
give you
from
guidance
beginner
for
to
free.
advanced.
They even have a podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Have a
I'll
whole
plug
podcast.
everything here.
Yeah,
Follow
imagine you'll get this information for free. Imagine this happened to me on my second year
Again.
of training.
And then also,
like
the
I
other
was
thing,
going back to lifting
0.
5
Yes.
like
10
you go back to
kilos
the
weight
basics.
after lifting an entire 100 kgs.
Wrongly.
And then I'm like,
But you know, you're not the only one. Because
You're
for me,
not. You're
the
not.
first 2 or 3 years, I've been with Maurice for how long? For 4 years. The first 2 or 3 years, the coach I was lifting with was fundamental, but there are some things that he did not teach me. So there are things that I came to learn with Coach Maurice and
At Ultra Fitness.
At Ultra Fitness.
Put the handle here.
And one of the things that I learned from Coach Maurice, and I cannot stress this enough, is consistency.
Yeah.
So my first coach used to be Monday we're doing chest, Tuesday we're doing legs, Wednesday shoulders, Thursday back, Friday is
the bro
cardio.
split.
Like I had a bro split. And then if you come on
Should we call it
Tuesday,
a cis split?
a girl split. So if you come on Tuesday, you'll not do the Monday workout. So you the
That is
chest
out.
that's out.
yeah, so you start with Tuesdays.
Then I joined Maurice. Maurice was like, okay, so you didn't come on Monday.
We're starting afresh.
We're doing legs on Tuesday. Make time within this week. Come
To
either in
recap-
the
to
evening
replace the Monday
or on Saturday.
That's also important.
To the
That person
Yeah.
to push you. So
Yes,
when I
yes,
got
yes,
my
yes.
trainer Alvin at some point, I don't train with him anymore, but I used to. And everybody was like, but you're a trainer. Why are you getting a trainer? Sometimes you just need somebody to
Everybody
push
needs
you
someone to push
that
you.
extra mile that you can't push yourself anymore, or you need to learn new things. Like he was really brilliant at calisthenics. He's the best I've met. So I actually signed up with him because I was like, I want to get better at calisthenics, understanding how do I draw my triceps based on body weight. So find people who will move you to the direction you
Yes.
want to go in.
Yeah.
Before that, he was the first trainer I ever hired. Before that, I literally just used to hive off my friend who was into fitness, and he used to then be the one that was guiding me, and I would send him questions, and he'd get, he would take me to
And
the
I think
gym.
for me, the most I've learned in fitness is Instagram. The many things I've learned, like even up to now, I'm still learning. Up to now, I just learned something. How do you call that ass on grass where you stay for 5 seconds and
Pause
then you
squat.
pass?
Pause squats.
Pause
That
squat.
I just
Oh,
learned.
and keep learning.
And
Guys,
apparently, I just learned when you come up, don't squeeze your ass.
Yes,
yes,
you
I
don't
saw
squeeze
that
your
with
ass.
you.
I actually learned the other day.
You don't squeeze your ass
So
anytime
I
back.
actually didn't know this thing.
continuous learning. That's
Yes,
another
it's
pet peeve of
continuous
mine.
and you
Like
keep
drop
picking-
and just come
Yes,
back.
Is where you want
keep
to
picking
be.
these things
Yeah.
each and every day.
I think a pet peeve is where you've been in fitness for a bit, or you're starting and you don't want to learn. Like there's so much information
Yeah.
out there, and if you're expecting somebody else to learn for you and spoon feed you, you won't get
It's going
far.
to be hard.
Yeah,
because we're
and then
also
you
very
start hating on
different.
them because they're not giving you worth your money.
The other thing I want to find out is the whole, like you said, we talked about results not showing up very quickly. The whole bulky, you're a bodybuilder, and the whole women will get bulky if they lift weights.
People tell you you
They
look
will
like
look
a man.
manly.
Please, let me tell you.
Oh, pause! Stop! Continue.
I have been at this for more than 5 years.
Yeah.
And some competitions, I really wish I looked like a man.
To win.
But to win.
Yes.
But I have never, I don't think I've ever looked like a man.
Yeah. So I told you to pause because I was inserting a picture of you on stage
Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice
to show you
strategy.
what a bodybuilder, like she actively works and she works hard. You guys, I went to lunch with her during prep. And I was impressed. I didn't even tell you. But the discipline.
I ate a salad and
No, she did not eat a salad. She ate a quarter of a salad. But
A
do you know what
quarter.
impressed me? She did not make a fuss. She didn't look sad. Like I would look sad. If I'm at cafe, I'm looking sad if I'm. She literally got the menu, ordered the same way I was ordering. She ordered a quinoa salad with chicken, I
Yeah, it
think.
was the quinoa salad.
Yeah. And she ate a bit and then she stopped, packed the rest, and she was looking like this is normal. And I'm just like, but yes, so I just want to illustrate that she deliberately works to build her body. She does not look like
But you don't get to look, in any case, you look way sexier than
Yes.
most.
For me, I like how you
I
play
mean,
with your body. I like how you have a season where you can add like 5-6 kilos, and then you have a season where you can shred all the 5, 6, 7
Then I go back to
kilos.
49 kilos.
Yes, for the stage.
Oh, she goes down to 49.
That is what impresses me. Like I
That
tried,
discipline.
I can only gain 3 and lose 1.
But you see,
So
like,
if
you also
you keep at it,
If
the
I keep
two that
gaining-
are remaining might add up.
If I get
No,
those-
but guys, you won't look like a man.
You
I
do
will
like
not,
not
unless
look
you're on
like a man.
steroids. That
Yeah,
we
unless
can't
you're- that's
help you.
another
We can't
story.
help you.
Yeah.
But
you cannot look
like
a
I've
man.
been trying to build muscle,
Like,
and
and
I'm
to
still
look a
here.
certain
I'm
way,
still
yeah.
here. And I like how I look, but I'm still like a bit more muscle in here.
Definition, yeah. Even I would like more
And
definition.
it's hard work. Like
It
you have
is.
to
It is.
deliberately.
For me,
work.
I like fitness in more than just how someone looks. I tend to feel like fitness gives you confidence.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Gives you
That
some
was
certain
going to
of
be my
confidence that
Yes.
no one can actually push back.
Fans when I walk.
When I walk into that gym with those booty shorts, I'm
Hey.
like, I own this
Hey,
thing.
one.
You own this thing, but I cannot walk in those booty shorts like in a mall or something.
Yeah.
Like as she said, they are this time. Yeah. But you have some kind
Yeah,
of
cute.
confidence that you're like, you know, I have a sexy
Yes.
body.
It
Yes.
actually transforms how
Let me
you
tell
feel.
you,
Yeah.
even when you walk into a work situation, because your shoulders are
Exactly.
here, you're walking.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember I
Hey.
had this leadership coach. He's called Coach Mark, and he said the one thing I appreciate about you is how like upright you are.
Because
You
your
always look
posture
like
is
this.
fixed
I'm like,
naturally.
yeah, it's because I have chest day on Monday.
So now I wanted to ask, how does your fitness translate into other aspects of your life, or is it a standalone?
Can I start?
Yes.
So I used to work under this boss called Peter Ndwati. Peter used to be a rugby player, and now he heads an insurance company. And he used to tell me the reason why he likes to hire athletes or people that are into fitness is because you always go, you know, the point of going a step further.
Yes.
You know the importance
Yes.
of delivering things on time, delivering things the way you have been asked
Yes,
to,
yes.
and delivering things to a quality standard. And I even tell my coach even tells me this, that if you played a team sport in high school, it makes you in a work environment very easy to be part of a team
Part of
and be coachable.
You've
Yeah.
learned the basics.
Yes.
You can correlate.
Exactly. So if you're
Okay.
if you're going to the gym and you have a coach or someone, not even a coach necessarily, but someone that's directing what you're doing, it's highly likely that in a work environment you will be coachable.
Benefits.
You will be coachable, you'll be disciplined.
Need we say more?
Yeah, and you'll be able to like deliver the job like a little bit more, because you know 15 reps are better than 10.
Yes.
Why
yes,
and
yes.
why isn't a
More
15
games.
page? Yeah, why isn't
Yeah.
a 15
And
page assignment better than 10?
as Weche says it, when someone asks you how many reps should you do, Weche says you need to do the last one.
Exactly,
That last
the last one.
That last
I love
one.
That's where the growth
No
lies.
matter the number of reps you're planning.
That
to
is
do.
where the
If you're planning to do 15 and you do 10, no.
Even
If you
14
are
is
starting
you're
with-
lying to
if
you.
are
You're stealing
doing-
from
If
yourself.
you're starting with 15, that last rep.
do the
is
last
the important
rep.
one, right?
That's where the
That
growth and
last
discipline lies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That last rep.
And you
is
see
the most
with-
important one.
And you
That's
see
it.
with fitness, it's never the end justifies the means. It's I'd say, and this is another thing that I've learned through fitness, I could do 3,000 squats easy in a day. Like I could split 3,000 squats through my day, and I'd even 300 and do them all through in 24 hours. But that is not where the growth lies.
Yeah.
The growth lies in me doing 30 squats for 100 days.
Yes.
That is
Oh.
it. It's like a pregnant.
Guys, a baby, like, you don't get pregnant today,
Today
then
and
somebody
give
asks for
birth
the
tomorrow.
child next month.
Exactly.
You wait 9
You
months.
wait
I heard
9
that
months.
somewhere.
That's how you fall in love with it.
Yes. What's
It
the
takes
one thing
time.
fitness has done for you?
Confidence.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Eh?
Confidence.
Like
My
that.
confidence has been.
Why is it important to women? Apart from confidence. Confidence is a big one. Why is it important?
Why is fitness important to women? Because you tend to
And
love
men.
yourself more.
And it's
you
selfish.
tend
It's
to,
very selfish.
Yes,
Like, guys,
you
it
tend to look at your flaws and you're like,
This is
owning
me,
this,
yeah.
This is me, you know.
Yes, and I'm
you fall
working
in love
towards
with the
something.
process. And then for me, I think it's, I don't know if it's also for you guys, it's a place I can escape to. You know, I can actually, the way you guys say, people can go see where I am,
Hikes,
and
drink,
quiet.
man.
Me, I'd go
Even
to
me.
the gym
Yeah, and you come
basically,
back happy.
even sometimes without a plan. But the minute you walk in, they just say, just show up. The minute you show up, you will find a plan. But of course, people will tell you always have a plan. I also
No,
insist
but
to
I've
always
walked
have
into,
a
like
plan.
I said, you sometimes always have a bit
Yeah,
of a
you have
nothing
those
workout where you're
days.
like, I
You
don't
have
want
those
to do
days
this.
where you just want to show up.
But you show up.
Yeah, just show up.
For
Do
me, it's
those
the
5
affirmation
burpees.
of self-love. Like,
Yes.
I love myself
Yes.
enough to do this, to look
show
after
up
my
for
health,
myself.
to make sure that the commitment I made to myself is still here.
Yeah, and when you start out, even like doing like 5 squats or like doing 5 push-ups or like 5 burpees,
And don't
is
be
a
afraid to be a
struggle.
beginner.
But the minute you keep doing it,
You get
that is how you
better.
fall in love with the
Yes.
process. Because
Yes.
week 1 you'll be like 5 burpees.
Yes.
I'm tired.
Yes.
Week 2 you're like, yay, I can do 5.
I can do 5 burpees
Then
in a
week
row,
4,
yeah.
Then you
Yes.
can do 6.
Yes,
Week
I love
3
seeing
you're
progress.
like, now that is what I'd call like short-term goals. Like weekly, do like a weekly short-term goals. Like this week I just want to
Yes.
do this, this,
Yes.
this. It is hard, it is a struggle, but you can't maintain that same short-term goal for the next month. It has to show like you're growing. You might not be able to like see physical results, but even your strength personally, you will feel like you're doing more than how you started.
Or you start to grow in things like consistency.
Yes,
And for me, I think I have gone to the gym for so long, and I remember I was talking to my coach about this sometime last year, and I was telling him, I feel like I need to do this and I need to do this, and he just giggled in my face and he said, Mikhala, this stopped being about you a very long time ago. So you need to start looking at this from the lens that it's about other people. And when I embraced that, I realized now one of the things that drives me is like I saw maybe Chanda getting into the gym at 72 kilos and now they are like at 64. And I am so impressed because I am there with her every single day.
Yes.
And I see how hard you work and I see how consistent you are. And I feel like now at that point, I have the authority to comment on how your physique looks or how you're doing and like
the input you've put
and the input you've put in your workout. And then I actually realized this very recently. There's this smell that my gym has. It's like a rubbery smell. For me it smells that like that's what comfort smells like. For me the gym smells like
It's your
comfort
place
to
of
me.
home. It's your home.
It's my home, and I feel like I kind of keep looking for that smell even in people. Like it doesn't have to be rubbery,
but you'd be like, this one goes to
like
the gym.
and I'm really just like even your scent,
smell like perfume.
like even your scent,
smell
even
like
if
rubber.
even if it's Victoria's Secret, if it gives me
That
little
musky
bit,
thing.
like a little bit of the feeling that rubbery smell gives me, I'm like, yes, this is a friend I want to hang out with. This is a person I want
And
to
smells are really
romantically
powerful, so I
involved.
understand.
This is like, this is a flower I want to be having in my house because like for me the gym has started smelling like comfort. So I'm looking
Yes,
for
you're
that
looking
smell in
You're looking
people.
for that everywhere.
I'm looking for
My
that scent in
biggest
people.
compliment is when my daughter always comes to me and says, I want to be as strong as you are. She's always like, for her, like they even have debates who's stronger between you and daddy. I'm like, okay, in reality it's daddy, but for this conversation,
It's me.
let's have the debate.
It's me.
Yes, but I really love that the children are growing up thinking we need to be strong, we need to be strong. Like, don't be afraid
and
of
it's
strength.
not like biased like sexually.
No, it's
you're a female,
yes.
you need to be a certain way.
Just be
You're strong, you're just strong.
You're strong.
Yeah. Parting shots. And then we go.
Start.
Keep showing up
Yes.
and your body will pay you back. Will reward you.
Yes.
Your body will reward you. The one day someone will compliment about your legs.
You will understand.
You will change. Your
Why
life
we
will
keep
change.
going back.
That's it. That's it for you. You will live in that gym.
And for you?
For me, it's fitness, and anything in life is never about perfection.
True.
It's
That is
about
so true.
consistency. It's about heart. It's about the person that you want to be 5 years from now. And my favorite, one of my favorite saying is, just show up with kindness and be good enough.
Yes.
For fitness, just show up, be kind, be nice, and be good. Like just be good enough at a squat. You don't need to be perfect. Be good enough. Show up consistently, and as she said, your body will reward you.
My parting shot is you will stumble. You will have times where your results are not what you want them to be. Just keep going. Keep at it.
You'll be
So,
places where you can't
And
take
parting.
a
So
chair.
I have, right now we are in a cast. We're in a cast, but we're not giving up. Just wait. Next Friday, I'm going to the hospital. Once they remove this thing, we start from
Running.
0. I'm not going to run because I can't run. So I'll walk and then I'll run. So even if you've like backslidden, don't worry. There's forgiveness in
always
the
wake
gym.
up and
Yeah.
Your body will forgive you.
And
you
fitness
get
is
back.
very accepting.
Yes.
It's the fitness community, especially here, very accepting. You go away from a gym for 6 months. Like when I walk into Colosseum, they're like, you're here, our child. There's a picture of you on the wall. Please come and hug us. And I've not been there for 2 years. Like
it's also a family. Like if you guys were not gym goers, I don't know that
would be friends.
we might.
Actually, I don't think so.
Yeah, because like for you, we bond over mountains, hiking in
Yeah.
mountains.
I met
Like,
her through
yes.
I also met
So
most
you
of them
meet
through
you
fitness.
meet amazing humans too.
Yes.
And with that, we will say our goodbyes. We'll need to have a conversation on nutrition one of these days. But
I'll
not
listen
today,
mostly
guys.
on that one. But,
You're the chief nutrition person here. This one. She knows what to eat, what not to eat to get to that 49 kgs. This one will just tell you don't drink juice for 12 days. Me and her just know that you must not drink juice alone for 12 days. You will die. Okay, you won't die. But
You will die.
I might die, my friend.
no, you won't die. But you won't be able to train. Like this lady came to us.
You won't
the
have the
nutritionist.
energy.
And she was putting people on a juice fast for, I don't know, 12 days. And then she wanted us me and my friend to train
But I
them.
just think
I'm like, how are they going to lift
Yeah.
anything when they're juicing?
Yeah.
So we said,
Let me just
no.
ask behind the scenes. That juice thing, does it really clean your colon?
No.
No, your body cleans
Your
itself.
colon knows how to clean itself. When you have a dirty colon.
It depends on, unless you're
They say
eating rubbish all the
removing-
time.
Removing the
Toxins.
the toxins from your
That's
body.
toxins.
It's-
That's
it's
why
the
you have
same
a
thing.
kidney, you have a liver,
It's the
you
same
have
thing that
another
they say.
kidney.
So what is the use for those
Anti-fructose is
juices?
bad. Fruit is bad for you because it has fructose.
It has sugar.
So you want to tell me anti-fructose in fruit is worse than you eating like
I don't know, that deep fried chicken
Deep
that
fried
smells
chicken
from
for KFC
2
for
kilometers.
3
You mentioned the name, now we can't put it.
okay, it's bad. It's worse than
You mean the juice does not clean your colon?
no.
So what it can do,
Peeing and pooping cleans your colon.
we should do every day, or you should do every day if you're healthy. What it does is if you have
people are cleaning colons out here.
if you have a rubbish diet, all it does is it gives your body a break from the rubbish. But if you eat generally good
No,
food,
but so you take a break and then after juice,
then you take it
go
all
to the
back,
break.
you bring it all back, and then wait for New Year's to do your resolution and take another break.
Another 12
But
days.
literally, guys,
Ignorance is so
just eat.
expensive.
It
It's
is.
gone. Thank you
Ignorance
for
is
watching.
bliss.
Find us on Instagram. That's where we chat. If you slide into our DMs, please don't come with your nude pictures and don't ask us for any. Come to talk about the stuff we've been talking about.
Until we see you next time.
Bye.